Dear student, here exercise 2.5. Okay, this exercise of your class ninth is based on totally identities. Okay, this exercise is totally based on identities. So, dear student, as I have made you write in my explanation part all the identities which are going to use in this chapter. Okay, so that is in the beginning only I made you write in the copy. Now here first of all you can see question number 1. When we apply the identity, I will recall all these identity to you. Fine. So it is based on this. Use suitable identities. Fine. The question is, let me read the question for you. The question number 1 of exercise 2.5 is use suitable identities to find the following product. Fine. In that first is x plus 4 and another bracket x plus 10. So how to go with that? Let's see that we need to apply the identity. So here we can compare. First term in both the brackets similar, but the second term both the bracket different. In such a case, we need to apply this identity. Okay, that is called useful identity, which we have already studied in class 8. That is useful identity, and the identity is here I am mentioning x plus a x plus b, that is equal to x square plus in bracket a plus b, here it is x plus a into b over. So this is the identity. In that we are going to apply, now we are going to apply this identity here for this question. So what do we have? If I apply according to that, then of course x square plus a plus b, and here we will put the value of x, and this is the product of a and b, right? So what is here first term? First term is x. These two similar term, that is x, here also x, so here I need to write x. This is also x. What is a if I compare? A equal to 4. What is b? That is 10. A 4, b. Let's simplify. So it will be x square plus 10 plus 4 is 14 and x outside the bracket, and 10 4 ja. Here it is 10 plus 4 addition, so I have written 14, and of course 10 into 4, the product is 10 4 ja 40. So the final answer we need to mention, that is x square plus 14x plus 40, right? This is our complete solution of one number when we apply the useful identity. Okay, let's work out on the second. Okay, so second question is here in front of you, that is x plus 8 x minus 10. The question is this. First term similar, but the second term in both the bracket different. So in such a case, we need to apply useful identity. What is our useful identity? X plus a, x plus b equal to x square plus a plus b, x plus ab. Clear to you? So dear student, here what we have to do here, first of all, we need to mention according to that x square plus a plus b, and here x plus a into b. Clear? So if I compare, the first term is here x, then here also x same. So it is x I am writing here. What is a? A equal to 8 plus 8. What is b? Minus 10. What is a? 8. B minus 10. So dear student, next step will be x square plus in bracket 8 is already there, plus minus minus 10. Yeah, along with this x here, and the product of 8 into 10, 8 with minus 10, 8 with minus 10, it gives the result minus 80. 8 into 10 gives the result minus 80. So dear student, here x square plus, what is 8 minus 10? Minus 2 into x plus minus minus. So answer is x square minus 2x minus 80, which is quite easy. Now, in front of you, dear student, the question number 1 is the third question. What is the question? 3x plus 4 and 3x minus 5. Clear to you? 3x plus 4 and 3x minus 5. So, dear student, again you can see your first term similar, but the second term in both the bracket, here it is 4 and minus 5, that is different. So, again we need to apply the same identity, that is useful identity. X plus a, x plus b equal to x square plus a plus b, x plus ab. So, according to this, if we work out, then x square plus a plus b, and of course this is x, empty space we need to write. Okay, along with the identity you need to write the empty space so that it will be easy for you to fill the bracket. Now if I compare, then what will be x according to this identity? X is 3x here, first term, that is 3x, so I need to write here it is 3x, and here it is in place of this x, that is 3x. Clear? Now what is a? A is 4 here. What is b? Minus 5. A 4, b minus 5. So dear student, next step will be 3x whole square. 3 square, 3 square we know 9, and this is x square, 3 3 are 9, plus in bracket 4 minus 5, because plus minus minus, 4 minus 5 gives the result minus 1, into, here it is 3x we are given, fine, and the product of these two, 4 5 are 20, so here it is minus 20. So my dear student, here 9x square, 3x into 1 gives the result minus 3x. This is minus 20. Once again 3x into minus 1, the product will give minus 3x, and this plus minus minus 20. So this is a required solution. So here dear student, fourth question in front of you is y square plus 3 by 2, y square minus 3 by 2. Again it is very easy and very well known identity, that is third identity. Here we are going to apply. What is that identity? All of us know very well. A plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square. This is my favorite identity. Okay, so here I am mentioning a plus b, a minus b equal to a square minus b square. So according to this, if I compare the question, first term a, second term b, first term a, second term b, all the way first term similar, second term also similar in both the bracket, only between these two bracket here plus sign, and here it is minus sign. Clear to you? So dear student, here we need to mention the answer is a square minus b square. Now if we compare, what is a here? What is a here? If I ask, we are comparing, that a will be y square, that is first. What is b? That is 3 by 2. So dear student, y to the power, y square to the power 2, it gives the result y to the power 4, minus 3 square is 3 3 ja 9, 2 square is 2 2 ja 4. So the solution of this question number 4 is y to the power 4 minus 9 by 4. Let's work out on the fifth. The fifth we are given is 3 minus 2x and 3 plus 2x. Fine? It is quite easy. Here also you can see, dear student, first term and second term similar. First term and second term in both the brackets similar, only and only the sign is different. Here it is minus, here it is plus. Fine. So again we need to apply the same identity. Okay. So we need to mention here which identity we are going to apply. That is a plus b, a minus b. That is equal to a square minus b. Fine. And according to this is a square minus b square. What is a here? Of course, if we compare, the first term is a. First term is a, that is 3. What is second term? So it will be here 2x. So I need to mention here it is 2x second term. Now 3 square. 3 square will be 3 into 3, that is 9, minus 2 square is 2 2 ja 4 x square. So here it will be 4x square. So dear student, the solution of this fifth part is 9 minus 4x square. So you can see here all the way we are applying the identities and our work is becoming easier when we compare the identity on given terms with the identity. Fine. So dear student, here in front of you question number 2. What is the question number 2? Evaluate. Okay. We need to evaluate this following product without multiplying directly, because some of the students they try to multiply direct, like 103 with 107 they write the answer. Dear student, that way you will get the correct answer, but that is not valid. Actually, we need to apply the identity. The question will be in your mind. After all, why we are learning all these identities? What is the use of these identities? Okay. So to solve all these type of question, this is the application. Why we are learning? This is the application of the identity here to get the result in the easiest way. That is the answer. So dear student, here we need to evaluate. The first question is 103 into 107. Now before we apply the identity, can I write 103 like this way? Can I split it here? 100 plus 3 and of course 100 plus 7. 103 can be written as 100 plus 3 and this is 100 plus 7. Now, dear student, you know very well your first term similar, but the second term in both the bracket different. So recall the beautiful identity, that is useful identity, right? So useful identity, what is that? We know that is we need to mention here x plus a, x plus b, that is equal to x square plus a plus b x plus ab. This is your favorite identity, right? That's why I call it beautiful identity, right? Now, dear student, here you can see. If I compare, here x will be 100 and a will be 3. So, according to this, let's work out x square plus a plus b plus x plus a, right? Now let's substitute the value. As I have mentioned, according to the identity, x if I compare, that is first term. All the way in both the bracket it is 100. So I need to mention here also it is 100. 100. Fine, this is also 100 I have mentioned. What about x? What about x? So if I say that is 100, what about a? That is 3. What about b? B is 7. So I need to mention here it is 3 and this is 7. So if I simplify, what is the 100 square? 100 square will be 10,000. 40 along with that. Plus 3 plus 7. It gives the result 10 and already outside the bracket 100 is there. Plus 3 7 are 21. So let's note down, it will be 10,000. Now 10 into 100 is 1,000 and this is of course 21. And if I ask you to add, then it gives the result 11021. If I add 1, then this 2, then at 100 place 0, here this 1000 place it is 1 and 10,000 place is also 1. So the product of 103 into 107 without multiplication, we can say it will be 11,021 by applying useful identity. Here So dear student, let's continue. Question number 2, evaluate. It's the second part. Yes, this is second part. The question is 95 into 96. Okay. Now dear student, there are two options. There are two options for you. Either you can go with one number, that is you can write this 95 as 90 plus 5 and here 90 plus 6. Right? And second option you do have 100 minus 5, 100 minus 4. I think second is better because the square of 100 is easy to find, right? So let's work out and let's move out with the second option. I am writing 95 as 100 minus 5 and in another bracket 96 can be written as 100 minus 4. Again you can see the first term similar but the second term in both the bracket different, so we need to apply useful identity, right? The useful identity, what is that? Let me note down, that is x plus a, x plus b, it gives the result x square minus, plus here in bracket a plus b, here it is x plus ab. This is our useful identity. Now dear student, if I ask you to compare with the given, so here it will be equal to x square plus a plus b and here in product x plus a into b. This I have written empty. Now let's substitute the value. According to this x, it is the first term. And what is the first term? If I compare with this, then it will be 100. So I am writing 100 here and 100 here. What is a? A will be minus 5. What is b? Minus 4. Here again a minus 5. This is minus 4, right? Now let's simplify. All of us know very well the 100 square is 10,000, 40. Plus in bracket minus 5 plus minus minus. Right? So minus 5 minus 4, same sign, addition, it will be minus 9 into 100. Fine. Plus now 5 into 4, 5 4 cha 20. But as we know in product, when both the numbers are negative, while multiplying they will become positive. So dear student, here it will be 10,000 minus 9 into 100 gives the result 900 and this is 20. So let's simplify. First I need to add both of these numbers. Then I will have here 10,020 and it will be subtracted. 900 we are going to subtract from 10,020. So 0 minus 0, 0. 2 minus 0, 2. But here it is 0. Not possible to subtract 9. So let me borrow from here. 10 minus 9 gives the result 1. And of course here it will be 9 and here it will be 0. So simply I should say the product of 95 into 96 by using identity, this useful identity, that is 9120 is coming. So this is the answer. So my dear student, in front of you now question number 2, evaluate. It's the third part. What is the third? 104 into 96. Okay. So 104 into 96, how can I write? Can I write it as 100 plus 4? And can I write 96 as 100 minus 4? 100 plus 4 is 104. 100 minus 4 gives the result 96. Now we need to be a keen observer. Here you can see here first term in both the brackets similar. What about second term? Second term also similar, but between them there is plus and here it is minus, opposite sign. So quickly your mind should strike and let's go with the third identity, which is my favorite identity. So let me now write it here. That is a plus b, a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Fine. This identity we are going to apply here. So I need to mention here a square minus b square. If I compare a with the x, this given term, a with this first term, then it will have 100. All the way it is 100. What is second term? That is 4 only. Now what about 100 square? 100 square is 100 into 100. Of course, it is 10,000. What about 4 square? 4 into 4, 16. 4 into 4, 16. Now let's subtract 10,000 minus 16. 10 minus 6 we need to borrow. So 10 minus 6, 4. 9 minus 1 gives the result 8. And of course here it will be 9 and here line left and last 0. So no need to mention. So dear student, answer of this 104 into 96 is coming 9984 by applying third identity here. Okay, you can see here we have not multiplied it by common method of multiplication. Here the identity, the application of identity, how it makes our work easiest, that we come to know through this evaluation. Clear to you? Now, dear student, in front of you, question number 3. That is, question is factorize the following using appropriate identity. Right now, factorize word. You are very well familiar with this word. Okay. The first in that we are given, that you can see on your screen, that is 9x square plus 6xy plus y square. This type of factorization already we studied in class 8 in chapter 14. Let's recall it. How to go with that? For that also we need to apply the identity. Okay. So how to go with that? Which identity we need to apply? We know that a square plus 2ab plus b square, it gives the result a plus b whole square. Okay. When I ask you to expand the identity a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, correct? If I ask you this equal to this, then in factorization, reverse procedure of expansion. So we need to mention a square plus 2ab plus b square equal to a plus b whole square. As we know that here we know a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay. If I ask you to compare, okay, now 9x square is a square of which term? 9x. 9 is a square of course 3, and x square is the square of x. X square is the square of x. Okay. Now same thing here for b square. Y square. Y is the square of y square is the square of y. Now according to this, a is first term. Here we need to mention, that is 3x. What is b? That is y. So dear student, according to this we need to write the answer a plus b whole square. Now what is a? Let's compare with this. A is 3x. So I need to write 3x here. What is b? That is y. So the answer is 3x plus y whole square. Here similar procedure we are going to apply for the second part. Okay. But here you can see, dear student, the question which we are given is 4y square minus 4y plus 1. Instead of plus, here it is given minus. So, dear student, we need to apply our second identity. If you recall, a square minus 2ab plus b square equal to a minus b whole square. Fine. Now this I am going to put it here. This is a square plus, here it is minus. According to this, it will be minus 2ab plus b square. Fine. Now let's compare. Just observe here, what is a? A means first term. First term we are given 4y square. And recall that 4y square is a square of which? Square of whose? So 4 is a square of 2. Y square is a square of y. So I need to mention 2y. What about this 1? The last term is 1. So 1 square is of course 1. And according to this, this is a, this is b. So I need to write a here and this is b here. Automatically the middle term will be set. You can see here 2 2 ja 4, 4 1 ja 4y. The middle term is coming 4y minus 4y along with the sign. Okay. Here also the term 2 3 are 6. 6xy. It match with this 2 3 are 6xy. Automatically this will be met. We need to work out on the first term and the last term. So according to this, the answer is a minus b whole square. Here, now what is a? If I compare with this, then a will be this 2y. What is b? B will be 1. So the answer is 2y minus 1 whole square. Very easy. So, my dear student, on your screen you can see the third question is x square minus y square upon 100, right? Now, as you know that here only two terms are given, first term and second. Can we compare this is with my favorite identity, that is, a square minus b square equal to a plus b and a minus b. Remember, here we are factorizing. Factorizing is a reverse process of factorization is a reverse process of expansion. Okay. Now, as usual, we used to do like that: a plus b, a minus b. So we used to write a square minus b square. Okay. This we have remembered as an identity. The reverse procedure is there for factorization. So according to this, if I write, then I need to write here a square minus b square. Fine. A square minus b square. Now what is a here? Observe carefully. What is a? A is x whole square. So it is the square of x. What about y square by 100? Of course, it is a square of y by 10. Why? Because y square is y square and 10 square will be 100. So dear student, here we need to mention x plus b and x minus b. Fine. So x plus b, if I compare, then what is first term? That is x only. First term is x. What is second term? That is y by 10. So I need to write y by 10 here. This is also y by 10. So this is our required result of third question. It's the third part. Its solution is this. Clear to you?